Hi, it's LeJanaro back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. So we're still in clutch week, y'all. And I was so excited and saying, I'm going to get that third clutch out. So much so that I forgot to film the intro. So this is the intro. Charge it to my head, not my heart. This is the one that I'm winging it on. I did get the idea from Pinterest, but the measurements and everything I did on my own. I'm really winging it. When I say I'm winging it on this one, I'm winging it. I don't know how this is going to turn out. So I'm going to tell you everything that I'm using as of right now. There may be some things that are added as we move along, but we're winging it. We're experimenting. We're going to go for it. I left my phone in the other room and I just heard it go off with a text, so I'll check that later. So I got my snap pliers and plies here. I'm going to need these at some point. So I'm just going to stick these to the side, but I did want to let you know that I will be using them at some point in the video. I have black snaps. Here's my little pliers and my little awl thingy majiggy. This is cork. I just cut some little straps of cork because I'm gonna use these as little closure thingy majiggies later. I don't have specific measurements for these. These were just little straps that I found, scraps that I found in my stash. But this is 3 inches by 1 inch. This one is, and this one is 3 inches by 3 inches by 3/4 inches. So I would say make it at least 1 inch wide. Like I said, these were just scraps and I just grabbed these. But again, this is an experiment, so we're going to see how these work later. I'm just going to set them to the side. This is a flap, and I always make my pattern pieces. This is 9 inches by 4 inches, and I rounded the corner of this. I cut a lining and a main piece. I'm using a denim fabric, and I'm using a denim patchwork looking cotton cloth. So this is denim and this is my patchwork cotton cloth looking denim. This is my main pattern piece. This is 5.5 by 9.5 inches. This is my lining piece. I cut 2 of these. This is my main piece. This is denim. I cut 2 of these. And this is 2 pieces I actually cut on the fold. These are going to be outside pocket pieces. But I'm going to end up having to cut these down, I think, by 1 inch. So I ended up cutting these 2 pieces on the fold on my pattern piece. But I'm going to have to cut these down at least 1 inch. So I'm going to see in just a second. But I'll have the correct measurements and everything in the description box below. So I'm going to set my lining pieces aside. Grab my scissors. I'm going to set one main piece aside. I'm going to keep one main piece and I'm going to keep these 2 pocket pieces so I can see how much I want to cut down these front pocket pieces. And I'm going to keep my flap close because I'm going to sew that together in a minute. My flap lining and my flap main piece. I just want to press this out just so because it's wrinkled. But what I'm going to do is my flap, my main piece of my lining, just going to place them with right sides facing. Pin or clip, and I'm just going to sew around the edge. I'm going to leave the top part opening. I'm going to flip it to the right side, press it, and then I'm going to top stitch around. All right. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So this is my main piece. These are the 2 pocket pieces. And remember, I cut them on the fold. It's going to be a pocket on the front and a pocket on the back. I just have them together right now because I'm getting ready to cut them down. And I don't want a huge pocket. I just want a pocket on the back. But if you put them like this, they're going to be the same size as the main piece. And we don't want that, right? We want like a little pocket on the front. So I think I'm going to cut off I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off of my 2 front pockets. And I'm going to keep them folded in half. They're just right size facing. They're folded in half. Let me see. The 2 pockets are together. They're right size facing, folded in half. I'm going to keep them like that. And I will separate them eventually. But I'm just going to cut off 1.5 inches off the bottom. All right. So let me write that on my pattern piece to let myself know I'm going to have a separate pocket piece that is going to measure. So I'm just going to write that on here. Pocket piece. So in the description, I will have that for you guys. The pocket piece will be 9.5 by 4, right? Because if I take off 1.5 inches, this piece right now is 5.5. So if I take off 1.5 inches, that's going to be 4. Take off the half. So that's going to be 4 inches. And we're going to cut 2 on fold. All right, so I'll make sure that that pocket piece measurement is right for you all. All right, hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to cut off I'm always so confused at how I do this. I am not good with the what do you call that thing? Rotary cutter. I feel like I should go this way with it. And then okay, bear with me. Let's do this. I don't know why I be so confused sometimes when I do stuff. Like, I don't know, it's like if I spend a whole lot of time not sewing and not doing things, I'm so confused when I try to get back into it. It's like little things like this, like trying to measure out 1.5 inches and cutting off 1.5 inches just throws me for a loop. Like that right there just threw me for a loop. Like, really. And then these, I don't do well with rotary cutters at all. I did okay that time. If you want to add a strap to this, you can. I'm not. Alright, so now I can separate my two pocket pieces because one's going on the front and one's going on the back. Alright, so just going to take my pocket piece, fold it in half. You can press this if you want. Before I add it to my pieces, I'm going to top stitch. Right. But so you'll know what to do after we top stitch. Right? So take your pocket pieces, fold it in half with wrong size facing, top stitch across, and then baste it to your main piece. You're going to do the same thing with the other main piece. You're going to take your pocket piece, fold it in half, top stitch across. Right, so I'm not sure where I got cut off, but with your pockets on your main pieces, you can make two sections on your pocket. I think I will do that. So once you fold your pocket in half and you top stitch, you can then fold your pocket in half again. Find the center. Place your pocket on your main piece. I'm going to press my pieces because they are all wonky. And then you can fold, sew down the center so you'll have two pockets. Alright? And I'm going to do that for the front and the back pieces, alright, of your main. Alright? So just to recap, because I know I've been all over the place. I'm going to take my flap, place them with the right size facing, and I'm going to sew around. Then I'm going to turn it to the right side, give it a press, and I'm going to top stitch around, right? Then I am going to take my pockets. I'm going to fold them in half with wrong size facing, sorry. I'm going to top stitch across. Then I'm going to fold them in half, find the center. I'm going to add them to the main pieces. I'm going to sew down the center to make two pockets. And then I'm going to baste them in place. Alright. Going to do that for both main pieces and both pockets. Then one other thing I can do when I'm at the machine, just to get all the sewing out of the way, most of the sewing, is take the two lining pieces and place them with right size facing and sew them and leave an opening. So I'm going to take the lining pieces, I'm going to place them with the right size facing. I'm going to pin them. I'm going to pin down both sides. and across the bottom, but I'm gonna leave an opening here in the bottom. Right, so I'm gonna start here, sew across, and up the side, then go here, across the bottom, and up the side. I'm gonna leave an opening here. Alright, so this is the flap. I got everything sewn that I needed to get sewn for right now. This is the flap. Now I'm just going to turn this to the right side, press it, and then I'm going to top stitch. Alright. Once I get that pressed and top stitched, I'm going to grab my back piece. Doesn't matter which one is your back piece because they both look the same, so you just decide which one is your back piece. And then you're going to place your flap. Fold your flap in half to find the center. Also find the center of your back piece. You pretty much know where it is because you sewed your center pocket, but you can fold it in half and find the center again if you need to. Mark it if you need to. Find the center of your back piece, find the center of your flap, and line it up. Alright. Make sure you line it up because eventually you're gonna baste your flap to your back piece. But I'm gonna wait before I do that. I want to go ahead and get this press and top stitch to make sure that I'm not forgetting a step. Alright, so first let's press this and then top stitch around. But go ahead and find the center of your back piece. While you're at it, go ahead and find the center of your front piece as well. Right, find the center of your front piece. I'm going to set my back and my flap aside. Find the center of your front piece, and you just simply do that by folding it in half. Grab one of your I don't know what I'm calling this. Scrap pieces. Grab one of your scrap pieces, find the center of that as best you can, right? and place that at the center of your front piece. All right, and you're going to baste that in place. Right, set that aside for right now though. All right, I don't want to move too fast, but I did want to make sure I got that done. Just set that aside for right now. Don't sew anything. I just want to make sure we got it in place first. Because we want to test things out before we baste and sew and all that stuff. Work on your flap first. Okay, so we're ready now. So remember I told you, take the front piece, find the center, and then grab your little scrap piece and center that. Now you can go ahead and baste that. And I use cork because I didn't have to worry about, finding the front, the right side, the wrong side. Put the wrong side towards your fabric. If I didn't have cork, I would have found like a leather piece or a faux leather piece or something like that, because I wanted it to, one, stand out, and two, I didn't want to have to make a piece or anything like that. So go ahead and baste that to your front piece and set that aside real quick. Now I messed up on the back piece. So on the back piece, I wasn't supposed to sew this pocket down the center. This was supposed to be an open pocket, because we were supposed to take this scrap piece, put it at the top, and this was going to be like a closure. So we were going to put a snap here, and this was going to be a closure for the pocket. But it's okay, we don't have to do it because it's still a pocket, right? So we can still do it as a decorative piece if you want to. I think I'll still do it just as a decorative piece. I won't do it as a for it to be a actual closure. I'll just do it as a decorative piece, just so the front will match the back. All right, but just keep that in mind if you're gonna make this for your back. Don't sew down the center. We'll just I can't even talk. Don't sew down the center like you did the front piece. Just leave this open. That way you'll know the front from the back. And then you'll use this as your closure. So keep that in mind and then follow me from here. All right. So that's how I messed up. But the actual process isn't wrong. The only thing I did wrong was sew down the center. We'll just leave that open if you're going to make that. But anywho, this is your back piece. Find the center. Grab this piece here. I'm going to go ahead and baste it real quick. Stand by. You won't know that I'm going to run and baste it because I'm just going to cut this part out of the video, but I'm going to go baste this real quick. All right. So now I got this basted in place on my back piece. Take your flap, find the center. You got your center. Place this with right sides facing. So this is the right side of your flap. This is the right side of your back. Place this with right sides facing. Make sure you find your center. I'm going to clip this in place and I'm going to baste across. This is your back piece. This is your front piece. You're going to take them both. You're going to place them with right sides facing. All right. Ooh. Right. You're going to take them with the right sides facing. Why does this look so much bigger than that? Oh, because of the pocket. The pocket. Okay. Anywho. You're going to place them with the right sides facing. Remember your top from your bottom now. Both of your pockets should be going the same direction, right? Downward. Right? So you're going to clip or pin down the sides and across the bottom. And so you're going to sew down the sides, across the bottom, 1/2 inch seam allowance. All right? No openings. I had to make sure my flap was in the right place. All right, down the sides, across the bottom. That's what you're gonna sew. Let's turn this to the right side. I did trim it down a little bit. But it's denim. I don't have to interface it, but it is sure enough tough to work with. It's this young guy on Instagram, and he makes bags with denim. I don't see how he do it. And I sat there and cut out all those bags with denim. Oh, my video. I still haven't started making those bags yet. But he makes the most beautiful bags out of denim. His name is Rovell Gaither. He's on TikTok a lot also. He makes the most beautiful bags. Alright. We're almost there. Alright. So this is what we got so far. So just kind of tuck that. So this is what we got so far. This is going to go towards the front when we're finished. Grab your lining. So turn your main bag back to the front. Grab your lining. Stick your main bag inside of your lining, and you're going to sew all the way around, right? So Make sure I'm recording because I'm doing all of this talking. That would be too funny. Too funny. Alright, so you're gonna take this main bag, place it on the inside of your lining. Make sure your flap is going downward. Right. Line up your seam allowances on the side here. Right. And you're just going to sew around. Right. Attaching your lining to your bag, your main bag. And that's why you were to leave your opening in the bottom of your lining so you can turn your bag. I am missing clips. Ouch. You can top stitch after you pull your bag to the right side. Pull your bag to the right side. If you use a fabric that can be pressed, give it a good press. Close up the opening you left in the lining. Top stitch. And then we can add our snaps. Take it to the sewing machine and sew around, then pull the bag through the lining, the opening you left in the lining. So I did pull out my handy dandy seam ripper. I had to open this up. I didn't open it up all the way. It'll probably come apart on its own anyway. But after examining, I had to open it up to do what I needed to do, which is put these snaps on. Oh, y'all, I got y'all YouTube's worth out of me today. It's still Sunday. I have the first video edited, and when I was getting ready to export it to YouTube, it said it was going to take an hour and a half. So I went ahead and recorded this third video. So I'm not going to edit the second and third video tonight. It is 8:30. I'm going to finish this video up and then edit this one and the second one tomorrow. I just need to, don't you fall, I just need to do the description for the first video, which is going up tomorrow, Monday, and then I am going to bed. I did take a break and eat, so no worries on that. But yeah, let's finish this up. I sewed the bag around. I trimmed off a little bit of the seam allowance. I turned it to the right side. Using the opening I left in the lining. I top stitched around, which is here. Closed up the opening I left in the lining. Then I looked at this in the back and I realized I needed to open up this pocket. So either way, you're going to have to open up the pocket. And so if you decide to sew this, don't sew this back pocket up if you want to add this element here to the back. So let's start with the back while we're here. You're going to take this, and there's probably an easier way to do that, but your friend is tired. So just make sure you're only grabbing the pocket and this little scrap thing here. What's up with Outlook and all this spam? I still have the center because I still have this stitch line here. Go down as far as you like. And I'm just going to go ahead and make my little hole. I'm just punching through, only punching through my little scrap in my pocket. Right? And I'm grabbing my little pieces here. Sorry about that. Now I gotta figure this out because okay, I gotta do one on the outside and one on the inside. I grab two of my smooth pieces. One innie and one outie is what I call them. So two of my smooth pieces with the pokey, then one innie and one outie. These are not the best descriptions. I'm tired. So I'm grabbing a smoothie. A smoothie. This becomes entertainment when I'm tired. So I'm grabbing a smoothie, meaning the smooth edge with the pokey, poking it through the hole I just made. All right. I have no idea if I'm grabbing the innie or the outie, but I'm grabbing one of them. Pressing it through the pokey. Doing the hokey pokey, and I'm turning myself around. Taking my little plier here and pressy, pressy, pressy. So actually I probably should have took my pokey thing and just poked all the way through in my purse. Because I got to go all the way through anyway, so to make it match up. And you're going to take your other smooth side and your other side of your snap pliers. I know I'm doing a horrible job at explaining this, but you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make a hole, stick your pokey through there, put this on top. Pressy, pressy, pressy. And you got some snaps. Okay. So with this one, this is going to go here. And it's going to go on the actual flap. So I'm just going to move the flap down. I'll move the flap up. Move the flap down and this part up. And I'm just going to poke a hole through them both. Take my 4 pieces and poke a hole through the 4 pieces. Hopefully the camera doesn't cut off. The battery is not dying. It's just sometimes if it records too long, it'll cut out. So just taking the flat piece. do. And I don't know if I pressed hard enough, but I don't think I did. I'm not sure where the video cut off, but this is the front. This is the back. Right? You unsnap that. I'm scared to unsnap it. But this is the front. You got your pockets here. You got your inside there. It did snap. I didn't think I pressed hard enough, but yeah, it's a cute concept. You can do a lot with it. I like it. You don't have to worry about any zippers or anything. I'm still not sure about this back, but I mean, I like the concept of this. It's just kind of trying to figure it out. It snaps open, but I did something wrong. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Duh. The snap is supposed to go here and here, not here and here. Okay, I got it. So one snap goes here on the actual pocket and here on the actual scrap thing, like I did this side. My bad. So yeah, cute concept. I like it. Question of the day. Are you gonna try it? The Pinterest video is a little fast, so I think that's why I was I said this one, I thought I saved this one for last, because I was gonna have to try to figure some things out, and clearly because I did that completely wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I know what I was thinking. I'm tired. That's the problem. But I think I want to do this again. I want to try this again. Different fabric and everything like that. But I got the concept of it now. But definitely like it. Think it's cute. So let me know in the comments, question of the day. Do you think you will try this out? I will make sure I link the Pinterest video, as well as the measurements and everything that I used. I couldn't find any, I'll look again, but I couldn't find any instructions or anything in Pinterest. I'll look again. I'll make sure I look again just to make sure I didn't miss them. But let me know overall which concept, which clutch you like the best, and which one overall of all three do you think that you would try. Which one of the three do you think you would try, if any? Yeah, that sounds about right. Are you going to try this one, or which one of the three do you think you would try it all? Yeah. And I have them close, so I'll bring them all out. I need to bring the camera back out again, so you can see all three of them. And let me grab all three of them. This was the first one. And this was the one that you could put the elastic on. This was the second one with the unique handle. And this was the third one. I like this one the best with the unique handle. I want to go out and buy all the webbing and try different webbing. Now I wish I had kept all of the webbing. Me and mommy went to Fabric World, and it's been a couple of years. In Fabric World here in Atlanta, when you go there, they have all different types of sales. When you go there, you never know what you're gonna get. And they had webbing galore. So we bought bags and bags of webbing, and I ended up getting rid of a lot of it. Mommy might still have it at her house, but they had different colors. We had different colors and everything. So now I wish I had kept some of it. I thought I did, but don't ask me where it is. I don't know. It might be in one of my closets. But now I want to try it. But I don't know why, because I'm not selling anything. So anyway, let me know. Hopefully you can see all three of them. I'm just talking, chit-chatting away. Let me see if you can see all three of these. Slip sliding away. That's better. Somewhat. There we go. My webbing is just all over the place. There we go. Which one? Let me know in the comments. I'm rambling now. No. That's tired me rambling. And would you add the elastic to the back of this to make it like a book thing to hold your pens and markers and bookmarks and things of that nature? All right, thank you so much for coming along with me on Clutch Week. I had fun with this. I want to do it again. I probably won't do what I did this time and record all 3 videos in one day. I started on Saturday, but then I started doing something else and I didn't record anything. So I would definitely record over 2 days and not one. But I definitely want to do this again. All right. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. And I'll see you in the next one.